It is considered by police one of the most dangerous street corners in all of North Texas. It's Bruton Road and St. Augustine in Dallas's Pleasant Grove. It's notorious for drugs, for fights, even for shootings. But now the city has a new plan to rid that area of crime once and for all. I-Team reporter Brian New tonight been investigating whether this new approach will even have a chance of working. Brian?
Yeah, Doug, to give you a sense of this problem, these right here, these are the police incident reports from just this one intersection for the past 2 years. More than 600 pages, the neighbors say, tell the story of their fear and frustration.
It is often said crime can happen anywhere, but at the corner of Bruton and St. Augustine in southeast Dallas, crime happens more often.
It's out of control.
Than almost anywhere else in the city.
People are afraid to go to the convenience store. Many people are afraid to go to the car wash.
During the day, there are drug deals. At night,
another shooting happened in the 9600 block of Bruton Road in Dallas.
It turns violent.
This one, there, in the back too.
The manager of the Adams Food Mart says one of the few things that outnumber the bullet holes is the number of times he's called 911.
960 times in 1 month.
960 times in 1 month. Yeah. You called police.
We called the police.
And then there are the murders.
And a man was killed in Dallas while sitting at a bus stop in Pleasant Grove.
This one in 2013, another in 2016, and last year,
I mean, I know what that means.
yet another.
That means that somebody probably died here. And why? Over what? A dime bag of weed?
Lifelong neighbors like Bonnie Mathis say the problem has been going on for years.
This has been a sore spot for a really long time, which is sad.
The city of Dallas has tried to curb the crime, targeting the area with automatic license plate readers, a surveillance camera, even denying the Adams Food Mart a permit to sell beer. But neighbors say these efforts haven't made the corner safer. If anything, it's pushed the crime next door to the car wash.
We can't have people living in fear. We can't have that. And so we're doing something about it.
Councilman Kevin Felder says the city now has a new plan. It's filing a lawsuit against this man.
Do you believe you're responsible for the crime that takes place at your car wash?
No, absolutely not.
6 years ago, 77-year-old Jerry Sleewall bought the self-service car wash on Bruton Street as a retirement investment. He says the returns have not been what he bargained for.
I didn't buy the crime with the car wash. I just bought the car wash.
Jerry says he's done everything the city has asked him. He's put up signs, cameras, lights, a fence, and then just last month he added a gate and changed his hours. The wash is no longer open all night. It now closes at 10.
Everything that they have asked us to do, we have done, except for a guard standing up there with a gun.
And why not that?
Can't afford it.
2 years ago, Jerry, in fact, did hire an armed security guard, and it worked. For the next 9 months, there was no reported criminal activity at the car wash. But at 50 cents a wash, Jerry says economically it wasn't feasible. So he fired the armed guard. 6 days later, a man at the car wash was murdered.
When we have an operator that refuses to comply, then we have no other choice.
The city's lawsuit claims Jerry has failed to make reasonable attempts to get rid of the crime and is calling on him to rehire a licensed armed security guard. Jerry says he feels as if the city is blaming him for its problem of not having enough police officers. According to the city's latest numbers, the department is down more than 200 patrol officers from just 2 years ago.
That's a common defense, but it's not true. The city of Dallas is going to do what it has to do to make that corner safe, and that's exactly what we're doing.
And what if this doesn't work?
It's not going to fail. It's going to work. It's going to work.
Now, a hearing in this case is set for next week, and Doug, Councilman Felder says that other businesses that maybe have the same problem, that maybe attract crime, they should take note of this, especially if they're in one of the city's targeted high crime areas. The city of Dallas has identified 31 areas as crime hotspots. You can check out the map where you can see these 31 hotspots on our website at cbsdfw.com.
So Dallas has got a lot of issues in terms of if you're sitting down making a map and pointing to crime hotspots, you got issues. Other cities in North Texas doing that? Anybody else?
So other cities told us that they don't have a list per se like Dallas of 31 hotspots, but a lot of them do use mapping tools to identify hotspots. And interesting enough, a lot of these are available to the public, and these different mapping tools, and we have links to a lot of those so people can check out in Plano and Fort Worth and Arlington. They can go on there and see in their neighborhood and see in their city where maybe some of these hot spots are.
Right. Policing catching up and trying to stay one step ahead all the time. Brian, thank you. It's interesting the light you shine on this. Brian wants to hear any questions you may have regarding this story tonight. Feel free to email him. He's available at iteam@ktv.com. And then tomorrow, Brian's going to record a Behind the Lens episode to respond to feedback and questions. Look for that episode tomorrow afternoon on the website. You can find it in the iTeam section of cbsdfw.com.